Last time we compared the CBR4 and the Cordite, and both were pretty close in terms of overall gameplay and statistics. Today, we're gonna compare two LMGs, but they aren't that close in terms of gameplay. We're gonna talk about the UL736 and the Holger 26. Does the Holger still need an introduction? We talk about it in every single top 10 video for about 6 months now, but for the UL, you might have seen it in ranked, and it has been popular in comp in some regions since the SKS has been banned. Again, we're doing this comparison based on these Gunsmith builds. Even if they are LMGs, mobility still plays an important part. The Holger has a huge advantage when it comes to strafing speed, with about 60% more strafing. The other mobility stats aren't that relevant, although we can mention ADS time, where the UL736 with its 336 milliseconds is way faster than the Holger with its 460 milliseconds. Even though we shouldn't take much gunfights without being already ADS'd with LMGs, in this case, the UL736 would clearly defeat the Holger.
Gun control.
UL has a good BSA with about 17, while the Holger has about 20, which is kinda inaccurate. But since the Holger has a faster fire rate with about 700 RPM, we don't feel the worst BSA that much, when with the UL, if you build it wrong, you'll feel it a lot because of the slower fire rate of 620 RPM. For the recoil, both are pretty easy to use even if the UL is slightly easier to control. When it comes to flinch, the UL is easier to handle, while the Holger is kinda hard to compensate for. For the magazine, the Holger takes the edge thanks to its 100 round mag, with the UL only having 60 bullets, which shouldn't be an issue unless you often find yourself spamming through walls, which is something we do a lot with LMGs. Now for the really important part, damage in range. Well, that's where the UL goes crazy. It has 45 meters of what we can consider as a consistent 4-shot kill if you manage to hit one shot into one of these parts. And in its first range, which goes up to 32 meters, if you manage to hit 3 shots out of the 3 in the hitboxes we just mentioned, well, you'll get a 3-shot kill, which means that you'll kill in 194 milliseconds. To put things into perspective, that's faster than a CBR4 or Cordite 4-shot kill. The Holger has pretty poor stats in comparison, with only 24 meters of consistent 4-shot kill, which is still 255 milliseconds of time to kill, but no 3-shot potential. From 24 to 50 meters, you won't get a 4-shot kill consistently, which means that you'll have 340 milliseconds of time to kill. Even if it doesn't look that bad, compared to the UL, it's pretty bad. Then why have we been using the Holger for 6 months? Why is nobody using the UL736? Well, nobody used it because nobody thought about it. Not even me. But the Holger isn't bad at all, it's just meant for a different playstyle. If you want a weapon that you can use without thinking to take close, mid, and long-range gunfights while having a very large mag, a red dot, and the disable perk, then the Holger is the best thing you could use with its crazy strafe speed and overall stats that are pretty decent with a fast fire rate and a very low recoil. It's kinda like the Bison for LMGs, even if the Bison is the LMG for SMGs. On the other hand, if you're really accurate and you want a weapon to play super passive while having the potential of killing everyone in a blink of an eye as long as you can hit the upper body consistently, then go for the UL736. After talking with some tier 2 and tier 1 players from the EU, they almost told me the same thing. Holger is something that anybody can use everywhere, every time, without having the best aim on earth, and you'll never find it hard to use at all. While the UL736 is just a weapon that is broken, but it requires a lot of skills to handle correctly. And if you're struggling just a little bit with your tracking, you'll just not be able to use it at its full potential. Have you ever tried the UL this season? Let us know down in the comments below. Obviously, Holger is gonna be in the top 10 video, but there are a lot of new additions in this season's list. Check out the best guns in COD Mobile right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.